We're more than halfway through this incredible journey. Today we're going from Denali National Park to Seward, Alaska, and we're going to stop in Whittier along the way. Whittier is interesting because to get there you have to go through a 2.7 mile tunnel, which is a one-way tunnel. They alternate directions, and it's also a train tunnel and an automobile tunnel. So that's the longest combined tunnel in North America. And Whittier is kind of a town that was built as a naval base in World War II. It's a ice-free deep-water port, and most of the town lives in one building, so that's kind of interesting. So today's going to be about 400 miles. After we leave Whittier, we're going to also see the exit glacier in Kenai Fjords National Park, and then just spend the night in Seward. So get back to day 11. I hate to say it, but as a biker on an 11,000 mile motorcycle trip, I think the favorite part of the trip so far for me was the 5-hour bus tour in Denali National Park yesterday. It was about a 47 mile, I guess, bus ride through the tundra. When we first started off, the tour guide said, you know, she tried to focus our attention on an Arctic ground squirrel next to the bus and said, you know, don't get your hopes up. We don't really see a lot of large mammals on these tours. And as she was saying that, a huge grizzly bear sauntered across the road right in front of the bus. Andy tried to get a picture. He got a partial picture of the bear crossing the road. But then right after that, we saw a cow moose. We saw a mama grizzly bear with a 2-year-old cub. That was kind of far away, but the tour guide caught it on her camera and showed it on the screen on the bus. So I think I got a picture of that from the screen. Then after that, we saw about a half a dozen caribou. We saw a huge a bunch of doll sheep with lambs way up in a mountain. And then on the way out, we saw another huge grizzly bear just chilling out on a huge pile of snow. So as we left, the tour guide said, you know, you guys should really buy lottery tickets because that's the most wildlife she's seen in about 20 years in the park. So as we ride now towards Anchorage, it's raining, so we're probably not going to be able to see Denali. They say only about 10% of the people who come to Alaska to see Denali actually see it because of the clouds around the mountain. So we'll have another shot probably tomorrow from Anchorage, then the day after as we leave Anchorage. But yeah, that's it for today. See you later. Bye. Lane 3. Here we go through the Anton Anderson Tunnel. Lane 3, Andy. With the thingamajig. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 3, 4, 3, 3. All right, 25 miles an hour. It's like a little ski hut, but it's really a tunnel. All right, what gear are we using? Really? I can't do 2. That's too low. I gotta do 3. All right. Well, what do you must have high gear ratio. All right, that wasn't too bad. It's supposed to get real windy right in the middle. Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm stalling. Must be a low oxygen level. Can't support combustion. Well, the guy's still up behind us, so I'll give him props. Think they have cameras in here? They must. How else would they know you went down? You see the end yet? Taillights? Well, it's better than headlights. Alright. And just like that, we're gonna be in Whittier. Whoa! Blow me down. Alright, there was wind. I thought that's what Itchy Boot said. Yeah. All made it. Yep, kid survived.